their respective institutes. We are truly delighted with your presence. We would like to start the program with the worship of Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, speech, wisdom, and learning. So I request Mr. Vivek, IT professional, to play the video for the Saraswati Puja. Vivek.
Now sound is there, I think.
Sorry, sir, we will again.
या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
An equal opportunity to the students to fully demonstrate their learning. To enlighten us on more student learning assessment, PARAKH, I invite Director's Student Learning Cell, Dr. Amit Datta, to share his views on PARAKH. Amit Datta, sir.
Thank you, Shivani ji. Very warm good afternoon to all of you. Shri Pradeep P, IAS Commissioner, Collegiate and Technical Education Department of Karnataka. Respected Shri T.P. Vajpayee ji, Director in Charge Kerala. Dr. Karisidipa sir, respected sir, the Vice Chancellor of Vishweshwarya Technological University. Dr. Rajshri MS, Vice Chancellor APJ Abdul Kalam University, Kerala sir. Respected Vice Chairman of AICTE, Shri MP Punya sir. Our Regional Director of Southwestern Region, Shri Dev Devanji. I welcome to all dignitaries, and it's my proud privilege to address this august gathering. Despite rapid increase in the quantity of technical students in India, however, little is known about their quality. In particular, less information is available about the major specific competencies, the knowledge, soft skill of individual. So in this project, we want to assess the technical knowledge, creativity, cognitive skill of undergraduate and the postgraduate students of India. Earlier, the similar project was implemented by the Stanford University, USA. They have implemented the student assessment for various countries, such as USA, China, Russia, India. For India, they have selected the 167 technical institutes for their studies. So in the past, the AICTE, in collaboration with the Stanford, has implemented a small skill program to assess and improve the skill of engineering students in India. The purpose of this AICTE Student Learning Assessment PARAKH portal is to evaluate the technical students of India and to assess their overall, qualitative and quantitative growth during the course of study in order to get a suitable employment. AICTE Project PARAKH has been designed to measure the benchmark levels and the gains in the academic and the high order thinking skills of the students, and the faculties to understand the various factors that have affect the skill development in technical institutions across the India. Yeah, definitely. The scope of this project is to gathering and analyzing the data of the students' achievements is only worthwhile if the information is utilized to improve their results, outcome of the students. The data gathered by the project is used to evaluate the performance of the lower level in academic gain and the higher order thinking gains, and provide the enhancement method by which the Indian students can lead for the better opportunity in their profession and the personal graph. The ICT the portal PARAKH is basically designed and implement the large scale program to assess the improve the skill knowledge of the students. The PARAKH project is to evaluate the Indian students and assess their overall quantitative and qualitative growth. The major goals which we have targeted in this PARAKH is the developing strong analytical, communicational, quantitative, application-based, comprehensive information skill among the Indian students. Assessing and comparing the student skills of the entire country. The creating mechanism to help the students to know their capabilities that can help the student to decide their professional career that is aligned with their interest and choice. The producing skilled graduates by attaining high standards academic and aptitude skills. Identifying and recommends the intervention techniques to the current education system to enhance the proficiencies. Next, please. So these are the various disciplines covered under PARAKH. Majorly, the areas which we have mentioned in their slides, their core subject knowledge and their aptitude also. Next, please. So this assessment is a wide variety of question banks that we have created by the subject matter experts, for the different courses and disciplines in the various subjects, so like mathematics, physics, core subject skill, engineering, aptitude, that can judge the student's proficiency in various fields like critical thinking, creativity, logical reasoning, and ensure evolving needs of the competitiveness in the time. So this Bloom's considering the Bloom's taxonomy, we have created the entire assessments, the remembering skill, their understanding skill, their application knowledge, their analyzing skills, evaluate, and the creativity also. The creativity is the institute has to assign the assessment. They have to enroll the students on the portal. The students and the institute will get the information from the portal that the assessment has been aligned by the institute, and after performing the assessment, the student and the institute will get a report, star rated report, which will say about the outcomes of the report and the enhancement of the student are required. Next, please. So these are the roles and responsibilities we are expecting from the institutions. That principal, director, head of the institutions, you are requested to please assign an overall in charge for this project in your institutions, so that these assignments can be performed by the institute level. A nodal officer is also required from your institute. He will be the single point of contact for the entire project, not only from the AICTE point of view, but only from the student point of view also. They can contact the single point of contact for their assessment and the reports regarding. Next, please. So today, the Southwestern region statistics with us, the total institutes which are eligible from the Karnataka region is 660, and so far only 69 have been registered with us. The students registration is also a little bit low. From Kerala also, the expected eligible institutions are 317, and so far only 27 has registered with us. So we want your kind cooperation so that this PARAKH enrollment can also go from your different states. And if you have gone through with our approval process handbook also, the PARAKH assessment is also made mandatory under our approval process handbook. So you are all requested to kindly inform your institutions to get it registered themselves on this PARAKH portal.
Thank you very much, sir, for your brief overview about the. Thank you very much, sir, for your brief overview about the PARAKH. Leaders need endless feedback more than they need the endless teaching. Now I invite our guest of honor, Professor M.P. Punia, Vice Chairman AICTE, to please address the gathering and say a few words to more sensitization towards the PARAKH to the Kerala and Karnataka district. I welcome you, sir. Say some few words on the PARAKH, sir.
Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Amit, who is the director of this very, very special initiative which AICTE has taken. It is related to students' assessment, the learning outcomes. Whatever they are learning, are they able to present those learning outcomes for the betterment of the society, their core competencies in their technical area, their professional wisdom which they are carrying with them. So the assessment of those trends are being done through this portal. Amazing work, our team SLA, it has been done, and Amit is doing a very rigorous work in presenting this initiative of AICTE in all parts of the country. So now very important, our states are connected with us. Honorable Madam M.S. Rajsiri, who is Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Kerala. Then my friend Dr. Kari Siddhappa, Vice Chancellor, VTU, Karnataka. Bajubai TP, Director in charge, Kerala. Then Pradeep IAS, Commissioner Collegiate of Technical Education Department of Karnataka. So very prominent authorities are connected here. Probably many of the teachers are also connected here. So the assessment of the students, the learning outcomes, whatever learning they are having, that assessment through this portal is being done. And around 1 year back, we have initiated this activity. And more or less now portal is frozen. The number of questions, the pattern of assessment, the results of the assessment which is coming, it has been matured now. So the benefit of this exercise which has been done by AICTE, more and more students should be benefited, and not only students, even teachers also. The assessment of the teachers are also, it has been included into this one. Shivani, if you can permit me, I can share some of the slides from this side. I think some more messages I can give through the slides.
Okay, sure, sir.
Please permit me.
Okay, just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
It has come, probably it seems so.
Sir, now you are able to like present.
It's okay. It's okay. So this is AICTE Students Learning Assessment, the unified portal. And students learning, we won't be doing only for technical education. Even now, the UGC student, the school student, probably all sort of education which we are providing in the country, even vocational education, that assessment of the students, the facilities will be providing to all areas. At present, we are having this facility for management students, for MCA, for BTech students, even polytechnic students also, PGDM students. Those students can be tested, and even BSc students also. Some questions related to physics, chemistry, maths, it is also available on this portal. So that facility is available. For Government of India, our Honorable Secretary Higher Education, he wants that it should be unified, and all sort of assessment which can be done through this one, it should be connected with this one. So it should become a strong portal. As far as our technical education is concerned, very huge technical education system we people are running in the country. Very large technical education system. At present, we are having around 10,000 institutes who are providing the education in the area of management, engineering, pharmacy, architecture, arts and crafts, design, all sort of areas. If I'm combining all together, there are 10,000 institutes. And only in UG programs, BTech programs, the students who are coming out every year after their graduation, that number is around 1 million. 10 lakh students are getting graduated every year. Above us, probably China is producing some more students, 1.2 million. But after that, we Indians are. So very large number of students are available in the market. But the challenge which is coming, we people are observing as an academician, as a regulator, which we are observing, when students after their graduation, when they are approaching to the industries for the purpose of their services, the knowledge which they are carrying with them, in what way that knowledge can be applied by the students for the betterment of the industry. So employment. So when question of employment is coming, industries are saying many shortcomings into our graduates. But till that time, the students have gone out from the system. There is no corrective measures, there is no space, there is no time for filling those gaps which industries are observing. So if they are inside the system, if these 1 million engineering students are studying into the system, while they are studying, if someone is pointing out, some industries are pointing out, or higher education institutes are pointing out, or research organizations are pointing out that these are the shortcomings into the learning outcomes of the student, then some corrective measures can be taken by revising the curriculum or improving the teaching learning processes or including some component of internship or projects like this one. Many options can be created. So the effort which AICTE has done, that in place of saying to the students after 4 years when they have gone out into the market, if that time we are saying that the students are not of the expectation of the industry, there is no use of that one. So the Amit and his team, the effort which they have done while they are studying that time, if some gaps we can identify, and during their studies, some measures we can take so that the gaps can be identified and gaps can be filled, then certainly the quality of the students, the graduation will be coming out, their outcome will be better. While we are discussing with industries, that what are the gaps, please tell us, even after 4 years when they have gone out, please tell us what are the gaps. First and foremost thing, the industries are saying that your students are fundamentally, they are weak. The 4 years course they have done, but even the basic knowledge of that area, if someone has done then the mechanical engineering, the concept of some laws of thermodynamics or the concept of heat transfer or fluid mechanics, basic things they don't know. They are saying that advances related to that one will teach them some sort of more skilling we can provide, but at least their base should be strong. So in their own area, the areas in which they have studied, those concepts are not clear. And certainly it is need of the hour. It is our duty that students who are coming out from our technical education system, they should be technically sound. When I'm saying technically sound, their concept should be clear. What exactly their core area and what are the basics of those core areas, what advancements can be done in those core areas, what are the expectations of the society related to those areas. So technically they should be sound, and same time professionally also. Professionally they should be able to do justice with the assignment which is being given to them. So technically sound, professionally competent, and whatever they are doing, how it is socially relevant. All sort of dimensions we want in the personalities of these students. But for that purpose, all three dimensions will be coming if their fundamentals are strong. First, that important suggestion which industries are giving, but these suggestions are coming when they have gone out. We can't do anything. Now the measures which we are taking through the students learning assessment, even the concepts when we are testing, if concepts are not clear, some corrective measures for improving their concept, giving some practical examples to them or giving some real application of that concept, the concepts can be made more clear to them. Then industries are saying student doesn't know any advancements which is taking place related to that area. Forget about emerging area. Even someone is studying in mechanical engineering, related to mechanical engineering, what advancements are going on. Even after 5 years, what will be scope, what will be shape of that mechanical engineering, they don't know. Third thing, they are saying students are practically weak. Their hands-on part is weak. Theoretically, they may be quite sound, but practically they are weak. So practical component, even in AICTE now, the initiatives which we have done, we have made this intensive medically so that their real exposure towards their duties, particularly the hands-on abilities of the students, can be enhanced. More component of practical, it has been added into their curriculum. Emerging areas also we have connected with the curriculum. Revival of the whole curriculum we have done. The basic, they are saying even civil engineering students, they are unable to read the engineering drawing. So probably the way we are teaching to the students, and all students, because there is varieties of the students inside the classes, our class size is large, probably we are unable to do justice with the students, and that's why these type of inputs are coming, because 4 years in BTech program, students are staying with us 4 years. It is our whole responsibility that at least while they are going into the industries, whatever expectation of industries are there, minimum of those expectations students should be able to fulfill. Then finally, students are saying the high order thinking skills. As Amit was saying, that two parts are there of assessment. One is the academic skills, where the remembering is most important, and majority of the time, we universities, we teachers, we are assessing our students on the basis of their capabilities, that how much they can remember. Our questions, 8 questions which we are giving in our examination, majority of the questions are related to the bottommost part of the Bloom's taxonomy, where remembering is getting tested. Remembering can be helped through our web portals, our books, textbooks, our handbook. Everything it is available in the book. The knowledge is available. If remembering is only the criteria of the education, then at home students can do. There is no need to have any university. There is no need to have the four walls of the classrooms. It is not required. So we are stressing upon the remembering. We are stressing and doing the testing on remembering. Industries are saying that remembering or comprehending some problems or applying certain knowledge, that is not sufficient. They are saying how they can analyze the problems, how can they synthesize the problems, how they can have a strong component of critical thinking, how they can provide the solutions of the problem. That is termed as high order thinking skills. So industries are stressing upon high order thinking skills. Industries are saying that you are testing your students through your examination. All the questions which you are giving in your examination, that is answer of all the questions are known. Since years it is known. Second law of thermodynamics is known since centuries. But the same question we are asking to the students, and verbatim we are expecting that students will be answering, and then only we are giving the marks. On the basis of remembering capabilities, we are awarding their marks, CGPA we are giving. Industries are saying we are not interested in your CGPA. We are not interested into the subject which they have studied. We are interested that what exactly they are able to deliver, what sort of ownership they can take, what sort of problem solutions they can provide. In industries, they are saying there are thousands of problems and answers of all the problems are unknown. Whereas the testing which we are doing, assessment which we are doing on the basis of the known answers. So there is a huge gap between the expectation of the industry, our assessment system, the way we are delivering, the way teachers are educating our students, even the way students are communicating. That also very important. The sincerity of the students, the time management, their information communication technology abilities, their entrepreneurship skills, and team building capabilities, leadership, all skills which industries are looking into the personalities of the students. Industries are saying majority of them are missing. These many things industries are expecting, that how much creative students are, how they are managing their time, their attitude, their tolerance, their listening skills, their speaking skills, how much they are friendly, their management skills, their confidence, self-motivation, ICT skills. So these attributes we are not mentioning into our mark sheet. Industries are saying, please do mention this one, that in these areas, how competent they are. We don't want that CGPA which we are mentioning into our mark sheet. So these many dimensions of the students they are expecting. So in students learning assessment, we have taken the basis of this one, that in these areas, how students are performing. So the aptitude part we said. So the model of Amit, which he has made, there are two components. One is the aptitude of the student, and second one is the core competencies of the student, the core areas in which they are studying. So some 50% weightage we are giving to the core subject students are studied. 50% we are giving to these many areas where there may be physical ability, there may be mental, there is social, there is integrity of the students, and finally connect to society. All those dimensions are getting tested through this aptitude test. So roughly 50% weightage we have given into this one. When industries were giving these type of suggestions that high order thinking skills, your students are weaker, and in academic skills where remembering is important, their students are good, but when problem solving abilities, decision making, critical thinking issues are coming, students are weak. So for that purpose, what we have done, some 3 years back, 4 years back, we have given one assignment to Stanford University. And we said to Stanford University, even the team members, which Indian partners, which we were having, Professor Kak, Professor Mohan Kumar, Professor Avinash Pant, they were Indian experts and team Stanford University. They came to India. The Stanford University team came to India, and we said, you please analyze our strengths in high order thinking skills. So they have done wonderful job. They have gone in many of our Indian schools, particularly they have tested the strengths of class 11th and 12th, and two skills, the academic skills, that I'm saying lower order thinking skills, and second one is high order thinking skills. So when they have tested our school going strengths in both academic skills and high order thinking skills, and they have compared our strengths with Chinese and Russian strengths also in both the skills, the academic skills and higher order thinking skills. And when they have submitted their report, they said in lower part of thinking skills, Indian strengths are comparable to Russian strengths. But even in remembering part, Indian strengths are weaker than Chinese strengths. It was shocking to us. We were saying that our strengths are always, we are saying our strengths are good, and at least in remembering our strengths are doing wonder. But their study is saying that in that area, China is far ahead as compared to Indian strength. And probably one reason which we could find out in remembering part, Russian and Chinese friends are remembering, they are doing mugging in their own mother tongue, own mother language, which they have heard from the womb of their mother, and in the family which they are listening, the same language they adopted. But in our country, the students' language and the language of our education is different. At the family level, whatever they are listening, it is not the part of the education. Same language, it is not there. So while they are doing remembering, while they are doing mugging, even because language is different, our friends are becoming weaker in that mugging part also. But the surprising part was the weakest part of our strength which they are having. They are saying in high order thinking skills, our Indian students are far inferior as compared to both Russian and Chinese students. So in that part, and probably the reason for that one is language barrier. High order thinking skills will be better if language is clear, the understanding is clear, concepts are clear. And second one, the freedom which we are giving to the students, even at family level, we are not giving any freedom to our children. Always being parent, being guardian, we are saying to our students that whatever we are saying it is correct, whatever we are saying it is wrong. So no freedom, no say of our children in making any decision in the family, even in school system. Again, there is no freedom. Teachers are speaking, students are listening, including the communication skill classes. Teachers are communicating, but students are not allowed even to speak. There is no argument, there is no discussion. So if there is no argument, there is no discussion, how decision making of the students will become better? So survey suggested that try to improve that high order thinking skills of the student. But beautiful part of that report was, both the vice chancellors are connected here. Beautiful part of that report is that while same students, the same school going students are entering into higher education institutes where certain level of freedom is available, when students are working in the groups, when they are working on the project, when they are staying in the hostels, when working, they are having opportunity to discuss in the team, take decision as a team member. When certain level of freedom is available into academic institute, that time the learning curve of our Indian students are much faster as compared to Chinese and Russian students. They may not be reaching up to the level of the final level of Chinese and Russian students because foundation itself is weak. But learning curve, while freedom is available, it is becoming stronger. And that's the dream of our national education policy, that give freedom to the students, give challenges to them, give life problems to them, measure their learning outcomes, and even the assessment part, everything, the suggestions which is coming through NEP, more or less the assessment mechanism which we have created here for the students, that is on the basis of this the certain outcomes of our national education policy. So we are testing our students in emerging areas, in management, in engineering, math, physics, chemistry. First year students we are testing for this one, the aptitude part. And aptitude part, that is the mental ability, their behavior, their communication skills, their dedication, sincerity, time management, all sort of these skills we are testing through this aptitude. Then high order thinking skills for MCA students, also for MTech students, and the abilities according to the Bloom's taxonomy, which we are saying that high order thinking skills, and then the areas which are getting tested, it is mental, social, physical, integrity, which I said, spiritual, health, legal, agriculture, arts and culture. All those areas we are testing in their aptitude as well as the alignment with NEP. At present, the number of questions which are available with us in basics of engineering, around 10,000 questions are there. In core engineering, all 5 branches of engineering we have taken: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer. And in those branches, 5 branches, some 70 3,000 plus questions are available with us. In the area of aptitude, 31,000. Emerging areas, again, the management, allied courses, grand total 1,45,000 questions are available for the testing of these students. And from level 1 to level 6, remembering to understanding, applying the knowledge, analyzing the problems, evaluating the systems, and finally create the new system. That are the areas, these are the levels on which our students are getting tested. So for engineering courses, what exactly we have done? End of the first year, we are testing physics, chemistry, maths, then aptitude part. End of second year, what we have done, say second year when they have studied, it means some engineering courses they have gone through, maybe 3-4 courses of engineering they have done, or 5 courses they have done. We have requested our academic leaders in the country of IITs, NITs, our prominent academic institute, that you please provide some 10 areas, 10 minimum things which students are expected after end of second year related to their core area. Say mechanical engineering, what are those 10 areas where students minimum knowledge of that one, because industries are saying concepts are not clear. What are those major 10 concepts which students will have to have after the end of second year? So all 5 branches, mechanical, electrical, computer, civil, electronics, for 5 branches, 10 areas we have taken. And from these 10 areas, we have requested to many of the teachers in the country that you please create the questions, multiple choice questions, and you please define the difficulty levels also. So like this one, we have collected the questions of second year level. Then in third year, when students are studying, in third year, again, in every branch, some 20 areas. In second year, we have taken 10 areas which they are supposed to know. In third year, because some more engineering subjects they have studied, so areas have become 20. In final year, the areas have become 30. So related to those 30 areas in final year, the questions will be remaining 50% aptitude. Even some past questions are also being asked in final year for third year also at second year level. In third year, when they are getting tested, some past questions of second year, then aptitude part. So like this one, there is a combination of questions of aptitude and core area. In different languages also, these questions are available. The freedom which we are given, because when we have started testing this portal through TechCube institutes and through teachers also, some of these friends have started giving suggestions, sir, we are unable to understand this question because language is barrier to us. So the freedom of language, it is also there. There is multiple choice questions and different language it is coming. Assessment reports are coming. This we are not saying it is an examination. It is a performance of the student. Otherwise, friends will be saying that unnecessarily we have put burden of one examination in front of us. So it is not examination. It is not questions. These are the items. And in some 10 areas we are testing students. In 2 areas they are good. So end of the test, the mark sheet which we are giving, only those 2 areas it is written that in these 2 areas you are very good. So students are getting motivated. Individual students are knowing their strength, but class teacher is knowing the weakness of that average class also. So in particular subject, if the average performance of the student as compared to national average, if it is lower, then the teacher will be taking corrective measures. The principal or head of the department will be taking corrective measures that how the whole class level can be moved upward. Like this one, those options are available. Probably Amit will be explaining, or the team SLE will be explaining how the portal can be utilized. So my humble request, both the Vice Chancellors and Commissioner Technical Education is available. Please do utilize this facility. And not only for students, please do register your teachers also. The TechCube institutes, which were probably 300 in numbers, all the students, majority of the students have been tested and results will be publicizing that in which areas, even in same institute, how mechanical students are performing, how computer students are performing, how civil engineering students are performing. And while we are comparing with other institutes, some older institutes, NBA accredited institutes, NAC approved institutes, so with them also we are comparing, and some general trend we are trying to obtain, so that the as a regulator, what our role should be, what our role should change on the basis of the outcome which is coming, or Vice Chancellor in what way they can do something very special, so that learning of the student can become effective, and the role of teacher also. So that is the sole purpose of this one. Amit was saying the number of institutes from which students have been tested, that number from Karnataka and Kerala, it is lower. Please do try, motivate our friends, and bring them into the institute, and there you please test. Not allow them to sit at home and testing, because our results are, we have captured those data also. that from TechCube institutes, while students were sitting at home and while they were appearing in the examination, they were not quite sincere. After 10 minutes, they were getting exited. I think whole test is for 120 minutes. After 10 minutes, they were leaving. After 20 minutes, they were leaving. They were not sincere. So again, my humble request is please bring them into the campus and say them, motivate them that this will give your strengths. And it is not an examination. It is not for creating the pressure. It will bring your confidence, I think, in a better way. Best wishes to everyone. Hope this initiative will be bringing the confidence into the minds of the students, and teachers also will also become more vigilant. Thank you. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us and sharing the motivation speak on the PARAKH. Your kind words actually appreciation for all of us. Thank you, sir. Now I invite our special guest, Dr. Rajshri MS, Vice Chancellor, ABJ Abdul Kalam University, Kerala. I invite you, ma'am. Kindly give few words for
And my thanks are due to Deva Devan also. Wonderful work,
Yes.
Deva Devan. Just 20 days back, you have joined there and you have started this type of initiative. It is amazing. Keep on doing good work.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dr.
Good
Rajshri.
afternoon, good afternoon
ma'am.
everyone. Professor Punia, Vice Chairman of AICTE, Professor Karidasappa, Vice Chancellor of VTU, Dr. Amit Detta, other officers from AICTE, and Dr. Baijubai, Director of Technical Education, Director of Technical Education from State of Karnataka, and all other dignitaries who are part of this. We are extremely thankful to AICTE for bringing this platform. I remember long back I was at AICTE when a discussion on this was going on, when this system was being tried out in that Stanford exercise. We were called for giving some feedback on this system, and it is very fulfilling to note that the system has come out with this much features catering to the outcome assessment of various branches of engineering. And it is, as is put by the Vice Chairman, it is for us to see that the system is being used of in an extensive way for students to increase their competencies, and also for the system itself to reinvent to see that the outcome is met. I believe that the system has the features incorporated in it to derive data out of the assessment and then make corrections in the system, which is going to be a continuous process. So from our side, we will see that the affiliated colleges of the university subscribe to this, and they encourage the colleges to register and students to enroll and use the system. It's not only that it's a common facility, but for the colleges themselves, they can use this measure to grade students, because education is moving in a very different way, like competency assessment, more than examinations, marks, and degrees. So that is where such systems which really do the grading and assessment are becoming very crucial. So I thank AICTE once again for this initiative, and wish good luck for further such new initiatives which will improve the state of technical education in the country. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will definitely work on more as per your suggestion, and please sensitize it more in your states. Now I like to invite our next special guest, Dr. Kadipa, Vice Chancellor, Vishweshwarya Technical University, Karnataka. Sir, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Good
so
afternoon to Nindal. Yeah, I am Karisiddappa, Vice Chancellor VTU Belagavi. Honorable Vice Chairman AICTE, Professor MP Puniaji. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Abdul Kalam Technological University, Kerala, Madam Rajshri. Commissioner of Collegiate Education and Honorable Technical Education Department, Honorable Sri Pradeep Prabhakarji. The Director of Kerala State, Madam Dr. Baijubai, other dignitaries, Dr. Amit Dattaji, the Director, and Devadevan, the regional officer of Bangalore and southwestern region of East Bangalore. My dear teachers from both Karnataka and Kerala, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very excellent initiative by AICTE to have a student learning assessment portal. This has been in news for about more than 2 years now. I think now we have started getting the fruits, and all the technical institutions in the entire nation should should use this PARAKH portal. This is a wonderful assessment of students in professional education and also in general education, as Honorable Chairman was mentioning about. In a professional education, we really concentrate on giving them knowledge, skill sets, and competency level, and measure them appropriately in terms of learning outcomes, and assess them and grade them. But the companies, expect some more additional skill sets which needs to be acquired when they are in the college, and a gap analysis like this at various stages, starting from first year, second year, etc., will help them to build their career. Not only that, it will also help them in terms of learning. So therefore, a assessment like this will go a long way in one's career, and definitely it makes a good profile each students to understand. As we are concentrating on holistic and multidisciplinary education, of course, engineering education is inherently multidisciplinary in nature, but definitely will make them to understand the various domain and the intrapersonal skill set required to work in organization, etc. In addition to the values, virtues, and the ethics and universal human values, etc. So therefore, I compliment AICTE and thank the authorities of AICTE for this wonderful initiative. And definitely, university will take necessary steps to make all the institutions, students and teachers also can go through. This is another way of learning for our own teachers. They can also participate in understanding their competency levels. Of course, it need not be a measure for their promotion or increment, but definitely to grow as a good teacher, I think it will help them. And I think university will take necessary steps to make this part of, to participate in this portal, and also use this data analytics in increasing the knowledge, skill set, and competency level, and also the confidence of our graduates to become globally acceptable engineers. I once again compliment AICTE and also thank all the teachers who are participating in this. Take this to the student level, and individual departments can handle this data, and they will have a lot of inferences, which will definitely help not only in terms of the assessment of students, but also it help us in terms of designing our own curriculum in future. The Board of Studies should note the data analytics of this portal, which will definitely make all of us to think and rethink when you design our curriculum, and when you design our delivery mechanism, and also our assessment procedures, which we are really concentrating after the implementation of NEP 2020. So with these few words, thank you all for hearing me, and once again, congratulations to AICTE, and definitely VTU will be part of this initiative and do its very best in making all our students to be part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. And now I invite our special guest, Dr. Baiju Pai, TE, Director in Charge, Director Technical Education, Kerala. Ma'am from AICTE, I welcome you. Kindly enlighten us by giving some words on PARAKH for more sensitization in the Kerala district.
Good afternoon all. Respected Vice Chairman, AICTE, Professor Puni Ji, Director STDC, Dr. Amit Datta ji, and Dr. Rajashri MS, VC of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Dr. Kari Siddhapa of VC, and Sri Pradeep P, Commissioner, Collegiate Education, Karnataka, and other distinguished guests, ACT officials, and participants. It's indeed a great pleasure in participating the sensitization program of Student Learn Assessment Portal, PARAKH. As respected Vice Chairman Puniji told, the portal is a useful step to bridge the gap between academics and industry. And it also provides a unique assessment system focusing on the social, cognitive, and behavioral development of students. And also, I have gone through the executive summary of a student learning assessment survey done by AICTE in collaboration with the Stanford University. It's again a very unique initiative of AICTE and initiative to enhance the quality of engineering education in India. And in that survey, one of the findings is there's greater focus on improving the skill levels of students before they get to college. I think at this part, the Director of Technical Education Kerala can play a role because the directorate have three-tier education system or institutions coming under this directorate, engineering colleges, polytechnics, and technical high schools. The academic matters related to engineering colleges, these are coming under the aegis of technological university, but for the polytechnics and the technical high schools, the academic matters are decided by the State Board of Technical Education, which is coming under this directorate. So I think with the help of a PARAKH portal, we can consider evaluating and considering the revision of curriculum of the diploma to provide emphasis on the analytical thinking and other skills. And the subsequent, subsequent curriculum revision of technical high schools also. So this I request AICTE to incorporate or to provide necessary modifications in the assessment tools, which also incorporate the polytechnic students. This one more point I want to highlight is this directorate we initiated a program called SHE, which is a scheme for empowering female students to equip the girl students to face their career challenges. So I think with the help of this portal, we can this directorate we can attain the goal we set for this project of SHE. So with this, I thank the initiative of AICTE. I thank AICTE for this very unique assessment schemes and the best wishes for this program. And thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We will definitely try to work on the female empowerment through our portal. Now, on the behalf of AICTE, I cordially invite our chief guest, Shri Pradeep IAS Commissioner, Collegiate and Technical Education Department. But due to some unavoidable circumstances, sir is not able to join. So I cordially welcome our chief guest, Dr. N. Ravi Chandran, Director of Technical in Charge, Technical Education, Karnataka. Sir was working as a training and development firm immensely in the improvement for the district of education in Karnataka. Sir, it is a delighting moment for us to present here and speak few words about the student learning assessment. So I invite you, sir, on the behalf of Student Learning Assessment Cell, and say some few words on the PARAKH and towards more implementation of the PARAKH in the Karnataka state, so that more number will be come from the institutes as well the student participation. As for the faculty, that portal is open for like institute, faculty and the students. So I invite you, sir, on the behalf of SLA for giving few words on this PARAKH as well as more sensitization in the Karnataka state. I welcome you, sir.
So, thank you, madam. My name is Ravi Chandran N, Director, Department of Technical Education, Karnataka. On behalf of our Honorable Commissioner, I'm happy to be a part of this webinar. So, Honorable and respected Dr. Amit Datta, Director, STDC, AICTE, Professor Rajiv Kumar, Member Secretary, AICTE, Dr. Rajashri MS, Vice Chancellor, APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Kerala, Dr. Karisiddappa, Vice Chancellor, VTU, Belagaum, Karnataka, Dr. Biju Boy TP, Director in Charge, Kerala, and Engineer Devi Dhawan V, Regional Office, SWRO, my dear faculty members who has participated in this webinar, ladies and gentlemen, and dear participants. It's my privilege to be a part of this webinar program. As such, the chief guest, it is very happy that Professor Ponne has given a very wonderful presentation, and the way he presented the things, it's very good, what the employer actually needs. So in technical education, throughout India, there is a gap between academic and industry. So this gap has to be filled. So to fill this gap, you must impart more skill-oriented technical education in technical institute. It is very, very utmost important as of today in engineering colleges as well as in the polytechnic. In Karnataka, we have implemented NEP 2020, and we made a revision of our diploma syllabus, wherein which we are given more importance to skill-oriented curriculum. We have focused more on practical rather than the theory, so that the students are more employable. This is the one thing that I want to bring to notice of all the professors, dignitaries present here. See, in the webinar, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Karisiddappa, has given a synopsis saying that taking this PARAKH to student level as well as to the faculty member is of a need today. So in Technical Institute, we are teaching the students, and we make them to sit for examination and to write the examination and get through and go to the field. In the actual observation, there is a lot of gap between industry and the institution. So this IAPC, Industry Institute Partnership Cell, plays an important role in each technical institute to minimize the gap between the students and the industry. So NEP 2020 has given an opportunity wherein which during the teaching learning process itself, the student can able to gain more skill, so that the employability will be more, and because of the employability and because with the linkages with the industries, we can know what is going on in the outside scenario and what we are teaching, so that even and often we can revise our syllabus so that we can make our student suitable to the stakeholders. This PARAKH is a learning assessment project where we can assess the students as a stakeholder for the society. After finishing diploma or graduation or post graduation, the student should be able to fit to the society, and he can able to generate more employment. He can able to generate more employment. That is very, very important. So on this occasion, really, I will congratulate and I will compliment the AICTE for implementing such a wonderful portal, wherein which the student and faculty come together, wherein which the technical institute and industries will come together, so that we can interact each other to know what is the gap between the industry and the institute. This is going on for so many years, but now we are approaching the industry in such a way that the gap should be minimized. The gap should be minimized. Our students should be employable, and whatever we teach in the institution should be in relative to the requirement of the stakeholders, in relative to the requirement of the industries. So NEP will make a very important role in this. So with the implementation of NEP 2020, the skill implementation takes a major role, where importance will be given to more practical classes in collaboration with the industries, in collaboration with the entrepreneurs, in collaboration with the new technologies, in collaboration with uh, the scholars who can give more input. And it is not only improving the quality of the students, it will also make the faculty members to learn more and more, so that they can impart more to the student, so that the gap between industry and the institute will be minimized. With these few words, I am thankful to all the dignitaries. I am thankful to the AICTE, and I am thankful to our commissioner also for giving an opportunity to participate in this webinar. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir. We are motivated and elated with your thoughts. Now I request Mr. Vivek to share the play a brief video on student learning assessment. Vivek, please play the video for the participants.
Head of the institutions, faculty member, AICTE is welcoming guest of honors, head of the institutions, faculty member and students for joining this event. The AICTE Student Learning Assessment Project is designed to assess the benchmark levels and gains in academic and aptitude skills of the students. Vision and mission of the project is to motivate and bridging the gap between academics and industry by providing a platform for self-assessment of knowledge and 21st century skill capabilities. India's higher education system is the third largest. As of 2021, India has over 1,000 universities and 159 institutes of national importance, and 53,000 other institutions includes government, private and standalone institutions. India can be a world leader by creating skilled technical persons who have good knowledge and are able to apply academic information, assessing the quality of students by evaluating their academic, social, cognitive, critical and behavioral development may lead to the reforms in Indian education system, such as build students' confidence, develop new learning programs, identify the next learning phases, analyze the causes of learning difficulties, and make a policy to overcome these issues. In 2017, AICTE, in collaboration with Stanford University, has implemented a small-scale program to assess and improve the skills of engineering students in India. In November 2017 and September 2019, baseline and endline assessment for pilot assessment by Stanford University was conducted. In October 2020, AICTE has decided to gear up the project for the benefit of all institutions in India. In September 2021, pilot assessment conducted for 145 TechIP where more than 57,000 assessments has been taken successfully. In 7th January 2022, AICTE Student Learning Assessment Unified Portal was inaugurated by Secretary of Higher Education for large-scale implementation. Since then, we are enormously increasing the assessments that can be seen in AICTE SLA website. Student learning assessment is covered in 3 major streams. First is engineering. Students with 5 major disciplines: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics and communication and computer science. Assessment can be carried at various levels: undergraduate, postgraduate and diploma. Currently first-year students of diploma are not covered for this assessment. Second is management. 9 disciplines in management are covered. Specializations under management, marketing, finance, organizational behavior, etc. are covered. Third is Masters in Computer Application. Both first-year and second-year students are applicable for this stream. Emerging areas assessment in subjects aligned to the industry in different: artificial intelligence and machine learning, blockchain, data science, Internet of Things, robotics, etc. While aptitude covers physical, mental, integrity, social aptitude, general knowledge, human values, higher order thinking skills where problem identification, critical thinking, problem solving, innovation, collaboration, communication, entrepreneurial, teamwork, etc. are evaluated. Difficulty of the assessment is identified for remembering, understanding, applying and analyzing as per Bloom's taxonomy for various specialization. An interactive online and user-friendly portal is designed which is easy to understand and simple use. Assessments are supported with multiple Indian language to help the better understanding of the assessment in regional languages. Illustrated dashboard is designed to view the performance journey. The following steps needs to be taken to carry institute-level assessment. Step 1. Registration. It is the initial step of assessment. Institute have to register itself from the website. After successful verification of the email, registration process will be completed and account will be activated. Step 2. After login, profile details needs to be submitted where some basic information asked and most of the details are pre-filled by AICTE database. Institute need to verify their courses and faculties which are pre-filled for AICTE approved institutions. Non-AICTE approved institutions have to manually feed this information. Step 3. It is mandatory for each institute have to enter the student details from student tab, by which student's account will be activated and after email will be triggered to every student for registration. Step 4. After registration and profile submission by the student, students will be listed in institute login in Assign Assessment tab for scheduling the assessment. Scheduling of assessment can be done by institute manually. A dynamic unified portal and friendly is designed which is easy to understand and simple usage. Institute, faculty and students has provided different functionality as per the requirement such as registration, login, profile submission, assign assessment to students, conduct test for self, view dashboard where various statistics of the assessment can be seen. AICTE Student Learning Assessment is not an examination, it's a friendly assessment pattern. Major objective is to create an ecosystem where performance of the student can be evaluated. The following activities needs to be carried out for the successful completion of the assessment. Add bulk student by institute. Student registration. Login and profile submission by student. Assessment assignment by the institute. Assessment given by the student. Report generation by institute and student. A star-rated performance evaluation will be generated after the completion of each assessment where student can understand the levels, gains and feedback for its academic growth. At last, the performance of the assessments will be updated in the institute dashboard, which is divided in three major areas. Performance evaluation, assessment details, gap analysis and recommendation. The final outcome of the SLA project is star-rated comprehensive analysis, gap identifications, performance detailed analysis. After the completion of course of study of student, are golving skills that leads a good career in his future life, regular growth and good human values for the society. I am completing the presentation with my final words. A good assessment gives an equal opportunity to fully demonstrate their learning. Thank you very much. Demonstrate their learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vivek, for sharing informative video. Now I request our regional officer, V. Devadevan, to give the vote of thanks to all the guests of honors and special guest and the chief guest. Regional officer, V. Devadevan, sir, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Very good afternoon to all. On behalf of AICTE, I, Devadevan, Regional Officer of Southern Western Region, happy to extend the vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who attended this webinar on student learning assessment. First, I would like to thank the chief guest of this webinar, Sri N. Ravichandranji, in charge director of DTE Karnataka, who attended on behalf of the commissioner, Sri Pradeep ji. And my sincere thanks to the honorable special guests of this occasion, Madam Dr. Rajshri, Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Kerala, and Sir Dr. Kari Siddhappa ji, Vice Chancellor of Vishwesvaraya Technical University, Karnataka, and Madam Dr. Baiju Bai, Director in charge of Kerala. Further, I extend my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chairman of AICTE, Shri Professor Punia sir, for elaborating the need of SLA. I also thank Dr. Amit Datta, Director of Student Development Cell of AICTE, and his team members for taking this initiative to reach Kerala and Karnataka region. Finally, I thank all the dignitaries from the institutions who are actively participated in this webinar on student learning assessment. I hope the institutions will make efforts to encourage their participation through faculties and students to register in this portal. With this remarks, I declare the webinar is closed. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Lastly, I also appreciate the presence of all the institute's heads, faculty member, and the students who are attending the webinar for the PARAKH. With your continuous efforts, will make the PARAKH as a huge success and reach to the every Indian student and them make them more capable towards their goals. I'm closing the meeting with my final words. Thank you all. I request you all to please participate in the PARAKH portal and to motivate your students and the other faculty members to participate in all, so that it can reach to the each and every student of India and make them more capable for the employment as well as for their future growth, and make them capable for all across the globe. Thank you all. Thank you for your presence and your valuable time. Now I'm closing the meeting. So